All right. So thanks to both of you for hopping on and talking with me today. I know it's a little crazy sometimes after a work day, and so I appreciate you taking the time. So how long have the two of you been performing together and publicly?
Together this is our 15th year.
Okay.
And publicly, not together, over 30 years.
Wow. Okay. So you have lots of experience between the two of you.
For sure. Yeah, over 30 years, the both of us, since our teens.
Wow.
Much.
Okay. What do you enjoy most about performing?
We get to do it together.
Yeah.
That's a great answer.
For sure. As husband and wife, it's like a date night for the two of us, actually.
Aww.
You know, and it's something that we enjoy doing together, and we love doing it.
That's very sweet. A true partnership.
For sure.
That's wonderful. So tell me, who were some of your influences, like through the years or even now? Who are some artists or even people that you know personally in your own circle that influence you?
For myself, my biggest influence growing up was probably my brother. He's 7 years older than me, had a drum set, used to play music all the time, so instilled a lot of the love I have for music. As I got older, a lot of Canadian artists. Sass Jordan's one of my favorite. Melissa Etheridge, a lot of female rock artists have always been influenced, a big part of my life for sure. Mm-hmm.
For me, I grew up in a musical family as well, so that played a big part. As far as music, I was always a musician, more as opposed to a singer, so I was more attracted to bands and stuff like that, and musical genres on a whole. I grew up a lot of country music, the Beatles, just a little bit of everything, really.
Okay. Very eclectic between the two of you.
Totally different too.
Yeah.
We don't like the same music at all.
Well, that's okay. Yin and yang. Do you think that for both of you, and you can answer this individually and as a couple, but do you think that being a Northerner helps to shape you as an artist?
This is a tough question. I thought long and hard about how I would answer this. And I'd say definitely for a number of reasons. Being in the music industry and doing what we do for so many years, being from a small northern community, there's always new entertainment, new bands coming out, new acts coming out, and which is a good thing. But for some of us old timers who've been doing this a long time, it keeps us new, it keeps us fresh, because we have to constantly be looking at our repertoire and learning new songs, because in order to stay in the now and to keep doing this, you have to make sure that you're still doing a lot of the newer stuff too, to appeal to a younger audience. And in a small community, that's not easy to do, because there's if we were in a big metropolis or like GTA or something, there'd be a lot more places to play and not a lot of like you could do just the one, I call it one trick pony, the one type of music. Mm-hmm. But it actually challenges us to learn more songs, to learn new songs, to appease to a wider audience, because we are such a small town. That makes sense?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, for sure. And I don't really have much more to add to that.
What is it said?
I agree with that 100%, for sure.
I've spoken to quite a few of the artists that are part of the Northern Arts Festival. I think I just said the name wrong, but I'm tired. And
I think that's right.
Something that has been really refreshing and cool for me to learn is the support that all of the artists have for the other artists. Like, it's been kind of a running theme that everyone is excited about all of the different artists that are going to be performing, and they're also excited about who they're going to see and who they're going to support. And then also just hearing stories of how they support each other and they go to each other's shows. And so given that you've been doing this for over 30 years, I imagine that you have incredible opportunities to mentor and encourage younger artists and at the same time, you're learning from younger artists too, like you were saying. So I just love the community that is here in Sudbury, in this community. I think it's fantastic, and you're just so blessed, really. So celebrate that.
It's a double-edged sword though, because we are so busy that oftentimes we don't get the opportunity to do that. Like, for instance, I got a message last weekend saying, hey Dee or Deanna, where are you playing this weekend on a Saturday? And so often we're playing the same nights as some of our fellow musicians, and it's hard to get out and to see other. So thankfully for social media and events like this, that we actually get the opportunity to actually take a break from what we do every weekend and to see some of the other acts that are out there, because we've met so many new people that through doing this. I mean, there's a lot of us that have been around for a long time, but there's so many new faces. I just love it, the whole new fresh faces, and just wish we had more time to get out to see them more.
Well, this next week is going to be busy in a lot of ways, so hopefully you get to catch some really good acts. So when you're performing, what is something that you think helps you determine whether you really just nailed it as a performance, as far as how you reached your audience?
That's the easiest question you could ask.
All right, I'm ready for the answer.
We're not a big band. We don't have drums. We don't have all the guitar solos and everything else. One of the things that we pride ourselves on is that, the name Naked Soul, there's a lot to that, and that it's naked. It's really a husband and wife and a guitar. What you'd see around a campfire, not so much. But when we know it's been a good night is when you stop playing, and whether it's 2 people in the audience or 200 people, they're all singing along.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
That's my favorite thing. That's after 15 years, that's the gratification that I get from it, and it doesn't get old. Because we both have full-time careers. Friday night is kind of like, we gotta go play. But then you have those moments where it's like, and we talk on the way home every night. That was a good one. That was a good one. Yeah. And it's those nights when that happens where you're like, all right, there's still some life left in this to be able to do that after all these years.
And I think the biggest thing is not so much as nailing a performance. It's making a connection with the audience. And that's something that we truly have a gift of doing. Deanna, as a front person, has the gift of gab and talk to people and just kind of get down on their level. You know what I mean?
It's your way of saying I talk too much.
Yeah. And
you said it in a very kind way, though.
Just making a connection with the audience. I think that's of utmost importance, and that's when you've had a great night. You've nailed it, so to speak.
And seeing new faces week after week, it's like we're still reaching people that may have not have seen us in the 15 years that we've been doing this as Naked Soul, So
yeah. Great. So what do you think is going to be the best part about being part of the Northern Arts Festival? And I think you kind of already answered it, but if you want to just bring it back.
Well, we have the joy of playing Valentine's Day.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah. So one of the events for us will be Valentine's Day at the Hilton.
Okay.
And such a incredible venue, and to be able to do that through the Sudbury Performance Group and through the Northern Arts Festival, because we share something on stage that I think a lot of people are drawn to. And so I'm looking forward to that one for me, because it is such a special day as a husband and wife and been together for 27 years, and to see, to share in that day of love with everybody else is going to be exciting. And then for the weekend as well, because it's a collaboration. So we'll get there early to be able to catch one of the other acts before us and then after, and to have the treat of having to being able to hear other musicians as well. I'm looking forward to that. For sure.
That's something we don't get to do very often. So an event like this, it gives us a great opportunity to do so, and we're looking forward to that for sure.
Good. Well, thank you, both of you, for jumping on and talking with me tonight. I really appreciate it. And I've enjoyed talking with you and getting to know you. And
sure.
on
It's nice to
behalf
meet
of
you.
Sudbury Performance Group, thank you for being part of the Northern Arts Festival. And if I don't see you, have a happy Valentine's Day.
You as well.
Thank
Hope this
you.
is one of many more years to come for sure.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for including us. This is the first one, and yeah, more to come for sure. Looking forward to it.
Good. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Take
Have
care.
a good night.
Take
You
care.
too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.